could dance. Yeah. But like, I don't think at that age anyone was like, wow, she's like a rare talent. So I remember when I told my family,
what have you been listening to lately?
Listening to?
Yeah, who have you been listening to?
I have been listening to someone specific, but I can't remember.
Okay.
Like Olivia Dean.
Okay.
Olivia Dean. Not even. I think her album came out in 2024 or something.
Okay.
Or 2023, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like recently I find it hard to listen to albums like I did when I was younger. Like albums don't hit in the way they used to hit. Is my unpopular opinion.
You know the thing, I became an album listener. When would I say? Not so long ago. And a lot of like the old stuff, but like in recent times, there's no album that is like, you know,
like no skips.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like this album, kind of no skips.
Yeah.
Well, it depends what kind of music you like.
Yeah.
I love.
Is it R&B or like?
Yeah, like.
Oh, hello. Oh, not the shoes. I don't know if I can even touch him. Oh. No. Oh, we do have crisps though. Fair enough. So like more of a chill. Is that like your default?
That's my default.
Okay.
I'm a chill girl. It's interesting because people. Well, like, what were your first impressions?
I would definitely think that like maybe, you know, up-tempo Afrobeat, because like that's much of what you do. So I would think that, but I've learned that sometimes dancers don't necessarily listen to what they work with. That's something I've been told. So do you want to let us know if that's true or subjective?
I wouldn't say I have a thing where I necessarily don't listen to what I work with.
Yeah.
But I would say my default isn't what a lot of people would think.
Yeah.
Like my default is very chill and very calm kind of thing.
Okay.
But for instance, like I did the Burna Boy shows a few months ago.
Which
and
was amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Around rehearsals, I was listening to, not even just like practicing, but just listening to it more, because especially now that I'm starting to work with artists that I actually like. When I'm going to rehearsals, like work, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like, I have them in my ear, and then I'm like in the room. That
must be a very, very, like, if I were a dancer, like I would maybe that's just my. I just only dance with Afrobeat dance artists because like that's all that's like my bread and butter. So you know, I can't even imagine like listening to maybe On Form. And honestly, like let's even get into On Form, because I think that was the first video, the one with G. Is it G Star?
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
That was the one that like that was the first video I saw of you where it's like, okay, this babe is like
I'm doing
we're doing something crazy.
To be honest with you, that was my first job that I was doing something. Yeah,
really.
Like,
talk to me about that.
I booked that in 2023, October 2023. So
I remember it came top of 2024.
Yes. Yeah. But so funny, like the whole of okay. So I came out of uni and I went into a full-time job, long story short.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't working for me. Like I just wanted to dance so much. So I left my full-time job and started working part-time since 2022 and like just trying to make it and that kind of thing.
Yeah. When did you graduate?
I graduated actually in 2023. No, COVID has really warped my memory.
I know what you mean.
I think my graduation was in 2021. I finished uni in 2021, but I think I graduated in 2022 because of COVID, something like that.
So you're class of 21 though?
I'm class of 21.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so why did I start that tangent?
We're talking about
yes,
part-time
finished uni, went into a part-time job.
Yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
And so 2023, I was under the impression that I'd be in a part-time job and then things would just magically start happening for me, right? So like things would just start clicking.
Mm-hmm.
So 2023, I was expecting like, yeah, like let's go.
Let's do this.
2023 was quiet, but quiet in a good way that like I was building the foundations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was signing up to a dance agency.
Okay.
And what else did I do? Nothing much, to be honest with you. Nothing much. But I was like auditioning for stuff. I remember a period just before Unform.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the number, but like I auditioned for so many things and nobody. I was like, guys,
come on,
one person, please give me a chance.
Was this the same timeline as because I watched your YouTube? I love your vlogs, by the way. So I was wondering, like, is it the same timeline as I think you said you had quit the part-time job and like you saved up 6 months?
No, so that's more recent.
Okay.
This is more.
Okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay.
But yeah, so 2023, nothing was happening.
Yeah.
It's a very funny story about the Burna Boy job.
Mm-hmm.
So you do this thing called a self-tape, which is like a at-home audition.
Yeah.
I found it on Instagram, actually. A tip for everyone out there, most of my work actually comes from Instagram, so I always plug that. Like, Instagram can do wonders.
Yeah.
I saw the casting on Instagram. I didn't know what it was for. Applied for it. And
is that how most of the castings go, though? Like, very much?
A lot of them, yeah. On Instagram. Some of them through my agent. I'm not going to lie, or agents, but I found like a lot of the big ones have been on Instagram, to be honest with you.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, people would think it's this kind of like, you know, invisible hand that picks, but like it's actually a simple process.
Kind of. It's simple. You just need someone to say yes. So like I applied for the job and then they were like, oh, we'll get back to you in a couple of days. And then I think it was 1 week or 2 weeks. I didn't hear a thing. And so the time for like the recall had passed. And I got really sad about it. I was like, wow, this one is Afrobeats. I was like, I thought I would get this one.
Yeah.
And then I think the day before my birthday, they circled back being like, oh, like, we're just finalizing. We'll let you know. And the morning after my birthday, I booked the job.
That's a great birthday gift.
That
is a great birthday gift.
Yeah.
Like being signed on to Dance with Burna. Happy birthday to me. Like.
Happy birthday to me. And also it being like a commercial as well. And the director was Dave Myers.
Okay.
And like
which is like really cool. Hello.
Really cool. So yeah, I would say that's when everything just started like kicking off for me. I
kind of like that video. Like I've like kind of interwoven it with you. So like when I think about the video, I think like it's very synonymous because like I think you were really outstanding in it for sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're really outstanding in it. So tell me the story. Let's keep going. So what happens after that?
So, remember how I said 2023 cricket?
Yeah.
I booked that summer of 2023. I went through my agent, a casting for Charlotte Tilbury, and I went to the casting in person, and it was so funny. Afterwards, I think I cried. I was like, I did rubbish there. Like, I actually did not. Like, it was
you
so
didn't
bad.
think you had it in the bag?
I didn't think I had. I think I did absolute rubbish.
Oh no.
I did the Burna Boy job, and then a couple weeks after, I booked the Charlotte Tilbury job. So that was my second advert. And then whilst
I know you were
Tilbury,
yourself. It was like back to back.
I was like, what?
I know.
Whilst on Charlotte Tilbury, then I got another casting from my agents for Cash Up, and
the one with Kiki.
The one with Kiki.
Did you see her?
I didn't. I met her. Yeah, so it was so funny. The Burna Boy job, I didn't actually meet Burna Boy.
Okay.
Like I wasn't in the scene with him at that point.
Okay.
The Charlotte Tilbury job, like Kate Moss and stuff were on it, and I saw them. Like we were in the same room, but we didn't like interact. And them.
Yeah.
But then Kiki, she was so lovely. She was really lovely. And I like did a dance challenge for her when I was like 15. Really? So I got to tell her like, I did your dance challenge and now I'm here. So yeah, just the like, and now since 2023, and knowing more about the industry, it's actually so hard to book a commercial. Like they just don't come by. Some people are really lucky and book back to back, but they don't come by that often, at least for me and a lot of people I know. So it must have been God, because to not have anything and book 3, and then that was my introduction to the industry. It was crazy.
It was crazy. I remember like the only other project I had seen before that from you was I think when you danced to Lagbaja's, is it Conco Below?
Oh yeah.
No, me, I've been tapped in.
Oh my god.
I've been tapped in. So like, I feel like that was the last time I really like, you know, sometimes you're actively following someone who's like, oh, this person is. So I think the next time I now like actively saw you on the timeline was like doing a big one in 2024. Like, I can't even imagine like what that was. Me self, I'll say it motivated me to kind of like get on my like 2 feet, because it's like it feels achievable to kind of like
it feels attainable.
It
like,
does.
Like I felt the same. Like there were some creatives that I worked with in 2022 and 2023, and so, something about the creative world is that like you grind in the dark, and one day someone just turns
on the light.
Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
And it's like, okay, and I'd seen that happen to a lot of like my peers and my friends. I was like, God,
when?
So like I feel I have that as well, like looking at other people.
Before we get into 2025, I feel like there's still some other parts to the story. You studied criminology? Yeah. Okay, good.
Sorry, it's crazy because I just like put my head down and do my work.
like
people knowing is crazy.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you had been dancing before, like even in school.
Yeah. Like, so after school projects and stuff, like I wouldn't say like you would probably be able to talk about this more. Like I feel like it wasn't as readily accessible, like dance growing up in Nigeria, like the creative industry, or it's just not something a lot of people knew about. So my parents, like I got my starts in dancing competitions at parties. That's where my talent was.
Like that was kind of like the difference between me. That's where I peaked. That's where my own just But I can.
Well,
if you teach me, I will know what to do.
Exactly.
If you teach me one or two, I know what to do.
Once a baddie, never.
Always a baddie, bro. Sorry. I feel like in the many Nigerians that dance will tell you that introduction to dance was dance competitions.
Definitely.
Like everyone was doing birthday party.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So like you had to come out.
And you had to show up.
Yeah, literally. So tell me your journey on that side.
So yeah, it's just something that like I love to do.
Yeah.
My dad told me one story once about like I've always been quite like mostly shy. Like I'm not very extroverted. And so we went to some kind of like when people meet me, one girl at uni said that it's almost as if like when I dance it's like an alter ego for things like I suppress or something. I don't know if I'm suppressing it, but like it feels like a bit of a release, like a different kind of thing.
Definitely.
And so my dad said we went to this like Christmas event at some hotel, and everyone was eating, and I was just kind of like shy, just there. And suddenly he turned around and I was on stage doing dancing.
It just went from this to this.
To that. Yeah. So they put me in an after school club. I have to shout out Auntie Vivian. I need to get back in contact with her because she really...
Shout out Auntie Viv.
Shout out Auntie Vivian. Like nurtured that side.
Yeah.
And then I came to England in year 8.
Okay.
And then I just continued to seek out
What's
after
the age
school.
for that? What age range is that?
Just before I turned 12. So I'm actually like the year behind. Well, I'm old for I'm supposed to be, my birthday is at the end of September, so I'm supposed to be in the next, but I was before.
Okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like 11 just before I turned 12.
Yeah.
And so I just kept on going to like an after school club. I did one from like my boarding school that was near me.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like a ballet teacher who knew her hip hop foundation. So that was cool.
Shout out her.
And she was really lovely. And me, I met this other girl from my school, Aja, who also loved to dance.
Okay.
And for a little bit, we had a little bit of like a duo going on, and we called ourselves Sauvage because she was French.
Okay.
And yeah, we just continued to do that, and then we started like through ads or something, found out there was a studio in London. So like a studio called Studio 68, and a lot of like the big classes go on there. Like, you know how you saw that red studio in America? It was that kind of equivalent.
Yeah. Okay.
And so just one open day, and then I remember I went there, and then also the church I used to go to, Hillsong.
Okay.
created one like creative thing, and they had like a dance sector, and they were training. So I went and trained there. From there, I met someone who met someone, and literally. So I never actually went the traditional school route for dance, which a lot of people in my industry do. But I just stumbled on it, and it wasn't anything. Up until 2018, I just absolutely loved to do it, and it wasn't anything that I thought I could like take professionally. And it's very funny because I think like I could dance, but like I don't think at that age anyone was like, wow, she's like a rare talent. So I remember when I told my family, they were like, yeah, they were supportive, and they didn't actually tell me this till afterwards, but they were a bit like,
oh no.
And my sister was like to my mom, like, why would you let her do this? Like, why would...
So did they think it was literally just for the birthday parties?
They thought it was for the birthday parties.
They didn't think and you also, wanted to like move beyond that.
Yeah, and they didn't know that much about the industry. So like a lot of their concerns were valid, and like, how can you make money from this? Is this a viable career path?
I feel like that is like that's the biggest question. That's the biggest, because like, how do you make money from anything creative? Honestly, like, because obviously I've been doing more of these as well. Like if you get to see the other videos, like that's such a like such a reoccurring theme, especially like as an African, like where A is B. A equals B. You study law because I study law. You study law, you become a lawyer. You did criminology. You do, it's like But then when you now have like the creative bone,
what does that mean? What does that look like?
How do you generate revenue? What's the plan? So I hear that. Continue.
Exactly that. So I'm glad they didn't let me know about their reservations, because I think at that point I wasn't very confident in myself. So I think it would have been like, oh, maybe I can't do this. But I'm glad that they kept that to themselves, because then I was able to be like, oh, no, I can't. And my mom was like, no, you can go to classes, all that kind of stuff. I just kept on, the path just kept on unraveling. And there were times where I had to choose it. So with uni, I'll be training, and 2018 I was like, okay, maybe this is something I want to do. That's the year I went to university. So I had a point where I got a scholarship for like a dance program.
Really?
And I was like, oh my god, this in London. A training school. And I was like, Mom, I got this scholarship. And she was like, go to university and then you can do whatever you want afterwards. So I didn't really have the chance to take it, which now I would agree, and like I like that I have my degree. So I just went to university and trained on the side as much as possible, joined a company and just really grinded out same what I was doing for my degree with this. And then when I left university, I was like, okay, it's time to choose me.
Were you relieved when you were done with your degree?
Relieved.
I hear that.
Even though I did criminology and psychology. I love psychology. So I enjoyed my degree. It was just a lot. And like, it was just also something I wasn't actively wanting to pursue.
I hear that.
So I was like, it kind of felt a bit of like, wow.
Yeah. I hear that. But like, I think even going back to what you were saying about your family giving you space to kind of like explore this thing until it hits stable ground. I think that's a very beautiful thing, because that's not usually the story for so many others. It's a thing of, you're not doing that, end of discussion. So having, the community that lets you kind of like wobble a bit until you stood firm. That's very, very beautiful.
Blessed. And I feel like that's one of the only reasons I'm here doing this, because it's not a path that I saw, and I didn't have anyone I could be like, oh yeah, dancer, can I speak? To be fair, as I started to get more into the industry, a lot of the black female dancers, black women, were incredible, and like, I have a question, can I ask you? And they give up their time. But before, that's after I've already chosen the path. Like, before I chose the path, I didn't know idea. So I'm very glad that they let me have that. And they supported me.
What are some advices? Advices?
What is
advice? Advices? What advice rather would you say is one that you still carry that has been given to you? from anyone?
I don't know, because I listen to a lot of podcasts. I read a lot
Same.
of books. So
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of advice.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone really gave it to me, but it's something that I found myself doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like listening to my intuition.
Yeah.
I feel like I've had this quite like gift, and like maybe from God, just of knowing when to leave certain situations. So like when to leave my full-time job,
Okay.
when to leave my part-time job,
Yeah.
when to go and get another job. And I think it's just like, maybe it's that like, even though people can't see what you see.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time it's like wanting people to like validate your journey, but they don't see the full picture. Like right now I can't see the full picture you have for your life.
Yeah.
You can't see mine.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter as long as you can see it, and it doesn't have to be a full detailed
But
something.
you have an outline.
You can see it. Just work towards that, and then people will start to see it.
Yeah.
Eventually, when
Yeah.
they see it, or if they don't, that's when do you know what I mean?
Yeah. 1,000%.
So yeah, I can't remember. It's probably been given to me as advice, but yeah. That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
that one. Having like the sense of like knowing when to leave. That's like, that means you trust yourself.
Yeah. I would say I do.
Mm-hmm.
I would say I do. It's a little bit. Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know where I got it from. That's why I say like, but I don't know. I just do.
Yeah. That's the vibe. It's just, it's just the vibe.
I think it's just that like, I've always felt that I can't live someone else's life. Like I can't, throughout this journey, even when it's been really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like just being able to be like, no, I chose this life. I feel like that's a big flex.
I
So
agree.
like, maybe it's not even the trust that gets you there, but just the thing like, oh no,
These are
I'm
my
going
decisions.
to choose my life. I'm not going to let anyone else. And sometimes it's hard because obviously in Nigeria, like it's easier said than done for people like me. Like I'll recognize my privilege.
Yeah.
But just overall, just being able to be like, no, this is a path I chose, and I could have gone down an easier one.
But this is the side I decided to go down on. 1,000%. So let's go back to December then. I think that was when that vlog came out.
I had 6 months of savings when I left my part-time job, and we were on like month 4, and I was starting to get stressed out because I very much like to be stable with money. And month 4 to month 5, I started to be like, okay, what is gonna give?
I think that was a very realistic discussion, I'd say, about the life of a creative, because literally we're talking 2024, it was like da 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 and then we're ending the year and it's like what's going on? Talk to me.
Yeah. The first thing I would say on that is that like, a lot of people think you've blown financially before you've actually blown financially.
Hello.
So yes, there were incredible things, and I did earn good money from them.
Yeah.
But it wasn't any kind of money that was going to like transform my life,
if
that makes sense. So I'm also like pretty good at managing my money, and I made it last as I could have. But you need to keep getting money to come in to generate stuff. Except like, and this is what I say about the dance industry. It does feel like a bit of a baby industry in comparison to like, let's say music or acting, that when you blow, like you're raking it in. Exactly. So I would say firstly, like I probably didn't earn as much, and still till now, like from some of these gigs, especially working with some Afrobeats artists, some.
Really?
Yeah, the budget is tight a lot of the time. And it's up to you whether you're
how
gonna
you want to invest the budget. Wow.
Yeah. So I'd say firstly that.
Yeah.
And then secondly, I was in my part-time job, and then
do you mind me asking what you were doing part-time?
I was working in retail. So I was working at a boutique retail store for dance. So they sell a lot of dance wear and stuff like that. Yeah. It was
still stay around.
Yeah. And I love the people that I worked with.
Yeah.
But also just the reality of like, it's not what I want to do. I'm doing it for money.
Yeah.
And times like, for instance, I did the Brits with Rema on
Yeah.
Saturday night. Sunday morning, I was at work, and people
Damn.
were asking me for tights. Do you know what I mean? Like, just
You literally
that
shut down
switch
this
up.
big stage, and now it's like, I hear it.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
yeah.
I know what you mean. And it's like, you can't cancel. No one is going to listen to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, if you couldn't find cover, you could. And sometimes it's like, well, I still need that money to
Yeah,
pay
I
bills,
still
so
need to, yeah.
let's carry on
Yeah.
with normal life. But it got to a point where I was like, I want to be able to have time to
Yeah.
invest time into like my practice and stuff.
Yeah.
So I did feel like, and I love the people I worked with, but I don't like I said, I'm very introverted. So giving so much energy to so many people a day, being on my feet all day, I didn't love it.
Yeah.
So I got to a point where like, I want to leave this, and then other things would come up. Like, my industry is so last minute, especially even in talking to you,
Yeah.
like, can we do this day?
Yeah,
Can we do
yeah,
that day? There were some things I wasn't able to go for just because.
Oh no.
Yeah, like just maybe like a last minute audition or some kind of thing, but I'm working that day. So it got to a point where I felt like I was choosing my part-time job over
your
and it
dream.
didn't make sense.
Yeah.
Wow, this is really ugly.
I
don't know if
actually
you
love it.
really.
I do. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Like, I was looking at it like, okay.
Really?
I'm gonna,
Okay.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Okay. Yeah, so it got to a point where I was like, no, I do want to leave that. And like I said, I try with my managing of money. So I saved up 6 months of expenses, and I was like,
Which
let me
is
take
very impressive.
Thank
Which is
you.
so impressive, because like I'm such a, I see it, I must,
Get it.
Yeah, I'm learning, but like that's definitely like that's big discipline.
It is. I think it also, like, let me not cap, I think it came from like a fear point of view. Like, growing up, I didn't always like
have it like that
at times. Yeah, and so it came with like, I need to have something.
Yeah.
So I think that's where it came from, and I think now, so we've done the 6 months. The 6 months is over.
Yeah.
I'm now at a point where I don't have that 6 month savings, and now I'm going back to kind of start from scratch. And I think now I want to build a better relationship with money.
Yeah.
In a way that's not like out of fear or scarcity, but like
from an abundance
point of
mindset.
view.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
But Rama, though, I remember seeing, I think I saw the clip from your sister's page. I think she was watching it on TV or something, and like, what is even that moment for you where like your loved ones are tapping in just to like see you on television? It's like, that's a big one.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, talk to me about that. How did you even get the gig?
So the Brits was on, I believe, Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Thursday night, I think around 9 p.m.
Oh no.
I'm lying in my bed.
Stop.
And I get the email, yes, to do the Brits.
You know the thing, like, before we even continue this story, I think like this is the part of being a dancer, like that would frustrate me as an individual, because I need some time. Like, let me even think about it. What if I don't want to dance with Rema today? Like,
what if I'm not
feeling Rema today? You know, what if? But yeah, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. And so this is the thing about, I was at my part-time job, and I think I was able to move things around.
Yeah.
But even something with a part-time job, what if I had work? Maybe I didn't have work the next day, I can't remember. But like, how do you call someone at 9 p.m.? Oh, by the way, tomorrow,
like...
Yeah, so sorry, I think that was Wednesday night. Thursday morning, rehearsals at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., whenever it was.
They just said move everything around.
Get there. And
out.
Basically, they doubled their dancing cast. So that's why it was so last minute, because they wanted more of an impact.
Yeah.
So we get there, and then I believe we do 2 to 3 hours in the rehearsal room, picking up the choreography. And then we went to the O2 for the stage run. Friday, I didn't have anything on that day, so I went to go do my hair and prepare. On Saturday, I was doing the Brits.
The timeline is crazy. Like, and this is like the story of your life as a dancer, because it's like nothing new.
Yeah, literally. But I've had to get comfortable with that because it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
And how are you able to even retain choreography that fast? That's something I've always wanted to ask a dancer, because it's like we know that this is the turnaround they have for you. How are you able to like memorize everything and like try not to mess it up on such a big stage?
So the training process to be a dancer is very vigorous, and this is something that I actually wanted people to know.
Okay.
Because I don't think there's enough respect for what dancers do and what dancers go through.
Yeah.
And you have to be at a very, before you even, most of the time, except people in the industry, which was not my experience.
Yeah.
You have to be at a very high level to book a dance job, because essentially they train you, so a lot of your training is harder than what you would ever do.
Okay.
So I would say my training is what makes me be able to do that. Like, I had very vigorous training for a lot of years, like 8 hours a day kind of training. And so like my someone in my life explained dance as like a language, and like learning a language, and I think that's the closest way I can put it. And like, I think it's a lot of sequences that you just need to learn and like have muscle memory and put them forward. But you also get really nervous, and like if it's a big gig, you also have to trust yourself and fight nerves that you're not going to mess it up. So I would say it's mostly a language that you learn to start speaking, and then you learn to pick up quicker. But it can be tough even now till today. Like so I'm currently in rehearsals for Rama's show on Sunday.
Stop!
Are you going to be there?
Of course! Don't even. Oh, you have made. Is the choreo mad?
It's good.
Oh yeah,
it's really good. Actually, it's really, really good.
This is the best thing you have told me today. Oh my god! Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. But even that, so we have like a week to rehearse, and we're like learning 3 combos per rehearsal.
Yeah.
So it can be a lot. So it definitely can be a lot, and I think it's a mix between having the training that you have and then being able to trust yourself that like
and also being able to work on your feet.
Exactly.
Yeah. Would you say like it's like working with Rama again is like any other industry where like you do a good job the first time, they're like more inclined to like pick you for another gig? Was that the situation with that?
Kind of, but it's a different choreography team.
Okay.
So I would say more like what I'm really learning in this industry is about who you know. But I don't say that in a like nepotism way, but it's also about being on your journey and just meeting people organically and just like going through the motions.
I remember her. She does this.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah, so his choreographer for these shows is Neka. She's Delasin on Instagram, and I remember I saw her video probably dancing to Rama like 2017 or something, and she did a class in Lagos, a heels class, and I took it with 0 heels experience at the time, and she remembered me. She's like, we're both small. She's like, oh, my small, and there was another girl in the class that was similar. She was like, my small girlies. And then I kept doing my thing, and I saw maybe a year or sometime after she followed me on Instagram. And just keeping that relationship. So she's based in America. So when she comes here, she's like, oh, who do I know that can do the job? And so sometimes you don't even like get an audition because she's like, I'm here. I have this show in a week. I don't even have time to audition. So she's like, oh, are you free? Kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm free.
Of course I'm free.
And also having a portfolio that she could be, she's done stage performances before. Okay, she'll be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
So let's talk stage performances then.
Okay.
Which one so far is like, do you think as an individual was your best performance? Where you gave them ginger like that you can't even deny it.
I'm trying to think through them.
I have a couple.
Okay, I'm forget. My mind is going back.
I was actually thinking of. I wouldn't say this one was your best, but like this one, it was so raw. I don't know what show it was, but was it for Buju Benson?
Oh yes.
Yes,
at Recessland.
Yes, I think there was something very like you were just having a great time, but it was also very. I like facial expressions when people dance, and you were like giving facial expressions on 10. So I think also Rama at the Brits because it was such a grand. But I think in the sense of, feeling like, she's a natural. It was definitely the Recessland one for me.
I would say so. I think I came into Recessland with another level of energy.
Yeah, no, and it was evident.
Because to be honest with you, the dance industry again, I got the booking like a week before, and
Okay.
then me and the dancers were like, the other dancer that was supposed to be on the job was sending videos back and forth. Our job was to choreograph and dance.
Really?
Yeah. And then the day before, transport to Recess Land wasn't confirmed, like how we were going to get there, kind of thing. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm not really going. I'm not doing it again. And I'm like, okay, yeah, like, come. I was quite tired at that time. So the day of Recess Land, I was in my bed, like, had a lie-in, watching a show.
Just chilling.
And then I get a text, like, oh, like, sound check is at 1 or something. It's like 11. I'm like, huh? Like, sound what? Like, how am I getting there? Like, nobody has sent me any information. And they were like, oh, yeah, I thought you were, like, making your own way. I'm like,
is this really what it is, though?
It is. So then they realized that, like, because this is the thing I'm thinking about, like, respect. I don't think it was Buju's, like, initial, like, team, so this is not really on him or his team or whatever. But this is the, like, respect thing. Like, you're having a gig, like, you provide my transport. So long story short, I ended up in an Uber on the way to the gig, rushing to get there.
Oh, no.
The other girl that I've been rehearsing with couldn't make it in the end. So the girl I did it with was God bless her, like, last minute on the day. Are you free? Come. So we're in separate cars on the way there, and we have to do a joint performance. And I don't know, something about the fact that they had to book me an Uber and, like, we had to get there just gave me, like, no, they need you. And, like, sometimes
of course.
And it wasn't necessarily this situation, but people sometimes try and act like they're doing you a favor by booking you on a job. But it's like, no, like, you actually need me to elevate this performance.
I'm a resource here.
So I think that's the ginger that I went in, like, no, like,
not me. I hear that. Yeah. No, 1,000%, because I host events, and in addition to interviewing people, like, it takes a lot, it takes a lot to even, like, get yourself to even to go to some places, because I used to live in Birmingham, and I'd have gigs in London, and I'll carry my 2 feet from my own pocket, and it's just like, but, like, you safe now. You safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I think definitely you just entering, like, just being in that space, like, me, like, I'm the one.
Yeah.
It translated perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
I really liked that
performance. I liked also because the crowd, there were, like, a group of girls on the left side of the stage that were willing to, like, be there with you. And it felt like live performances are my favorites, and I would say that's because of genuinely connecting with people, and I feel like that's my job. Like, my job as a dancer is, like, do the choreography, but also ginger the they're there to have a good time. They're paid to have a good time. So the crowd, the girls were also giving, because sometimes you can't be going, and people are just like so yeah, that was one of, like, a really good performance. I would say technically, like, dance technically, probably what you said, Rema at the Brits was another, like, I would say my best technical performance.
Yeah.
And then recently, my thing with Burna Boy in Manchester, I've never felt so alive on a stage.
I wanted to bring that up. I think, again, back to facial expressions, like, I like when, like, someone is dancing and they look like they want to fight me. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, let's do it. Let's go. Do you know what I mean? So I think with that, and I think your signature, what I believe your signature to be, which is also why it's a bit shocking that you're not professionally trained. I think you add some level of contemporary, like, elements into your movements. I think, especially with how you move your hands, and, like, so I think that's something. I think that's a Timoni signature, when the hands are, like, you know, about to do this thing. So I think you had that I think you had that on Burna's stage, but, like, it was the signature, and it's the, like, you know, audacity, the facial expressions, and it's like, oh, it's just Timoni the Shy Babe. But it's like, no, it's definitely a different beast. How did that go?
It went really well, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And it also happened like I was doing the whole performances and stuff while I was having a really, really tough time in my personal life. So the juxtaposition was crazy, but it felt like an outlet. Like rehearsals felt like an outlet. Deborah, the choreographer, she's amazing and she's
Yeah.
very accommodating. So like she was able to like help me help
Yeah.
myself, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
And just like I think there's a performance in Manchester that like I think it was the last song, last, and we had some freedom to like freestyle and play around. I was like, this is embarrassing. Like my inner child is just, it was almost like vulnerable watching myself because I was just so happy to be on that stage.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Just the whole
do you
team.
know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like, I think that like, I've never felt so free and so like,
That's what it's about.
yeah. So it went really well. Like I really enjoyed the process and like his team, the band, they're very like family oriented.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I felt like and I don't know, also just working with a Nigerian artist and like
Yeah.
living in London, just like I say my name is Timoni.
Yeah.
And someone calls me Timoni. Do you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know, just those little things are nice.
You know, I know exactly what you mean, from like hearing your name pronounced properly to like, I think I schooled in a predominantly like white society, University of York, so up north.
Yes, I did an open day there.
Oh, really? How
Yeah,
was
I
that?
didn't go. I decided not for me.
Not for me. So I went there. So like I remember the first time like moving like down to like Birmingham, just seeing Nigerians like just like speaking pidgin or like, you know, so I can't even imagine like that being like the work environment where that like homely familiarity is there. I feel like that would even give you more ginger to like, you know, do work. But I feel like that doesn't also limit you because you have worked with other international artists.
Yeah.
Talk to me about Jade.
Oh, that was nice. So I did a performance at the Brits for her. I would say on record because sometimes the dance industry can be a bit. I wasn't one of the official dancers. Like I did like a thing with the props, which was really nice.
Yeah.
But that was a nice experience. Yeah, I didn't take that many rehearsals.
Okay.
But I also worked with Leanne from Little Mix, and that was a bit more like dancery, and we had more rehearsals, and that was really nice. That was like my first time performing in front of a huge crowd. That was amazing. Yeah, I just like try and diversify what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Kind of also maybe on the record / off the record, you can edit it out depending on how controversial it is.
Yeah.
I know my worth as a dancer and like a creative.
Yeah.
And there's a balance between doing jobs that fulfill your soul, and there's a balance between doing jobs that pay you the money you deserve to be paid.
Yeah.
So I would say, unfortunately, and I'm hoping this is something that changes with the industry. I'm looking at the industry being like, please, let's change. But a lot of the time, you can't live off working with Afrobeats artists, which is very unfortunate. So I've found that working with international artists has helped me a lot financially, to be very, very
That's just
honest
the truth.
with you.
That's just the truth.
And
Yeah.
at least my experience.
Yeah.
Other people have different experiences.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's the best when you can get the money and the passion to collide, which is quite rare. And I feel like that was one of the Leanne was that as well.
Because you also did like stage with her, and you've also done music videos with her, correct?
Yes.
How is like, what's the transition from working with like the same artist but like to so many different capacities?
It's a nice transition. That's kind of the goal, because they call it camps. You feel like you're in a camp.
Okay.
And things like technical wise, like a lot of the skills you need for a music video are different for like a live performance. So it's
like
nice.
Camera work.
Yeah. It's also nice to like work with an artist in that, like, because their performance will also change for a music video versus a live performance. So it's nice to see them in different avenues.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, just like it's quite fun to be able to apply your skills in different ways. So for instance, like a music video, a lot like of facials you're seeing more up close versus a live performance, which I'll have facials regardless because it's me, but your movement has to be a lot bigger, a lot wider, because a lot of the time you're actually dancing for people in the nosebleed tickets, and they need to be able to see you
and feel you
exactly. So that I say is nice, and I like variety in my work. So I think I prefer it most when I can like work with one artist and be able to like stick with them for a
And move
while
around.
through some projects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you toured yet?
I don't think I have. Like,
Okay.
for instance, the Burna Boy shows was 2 shows.
Yeah.
And with this Rema show, I'm doing like 3 shows.
Okay.
And then
3. Where else is he performing?
Amsterdam
Okay.
and Paris.
Okay. Congrats.
Thank you. And technically, it's his tour.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm on tour, but I don't know. I guess I have toured, but
Yeah.
I'm waiting for when I can tour with an artist from the beginning to the end.
Who do you have in mind that you would want to like really share that journey with?
Ooh, it's tough. It changes.
Yeah.
When I was younger, it was Beyonce because she's the reason I got into this, like going to her concerts and seeing her dances.
Yeah.
I'd say as I grow older, like, you know, what you said about the hands and stuff, I feel like I'm more connected to Solange.
Okay.
As with musically and like visually and stuff. Don't get me wrong, please, Beyonce.
Hire her today. Thank you very
I
much.
will still, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be there.
But based on personal vibe.
Based on personal vibes, Jhené Aiko is like my favorite artist.
I love Jhené Aiko.
So
I do.
Yeah,
she's good.
she's so good.
Yeah.
Even like Clear Soul, which
Yeah.
people might not expect from me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I said one more the other day, but I can't remember. Yeah.
Those are very, I feel like they tie into like I said, your signature, like, and how you've acknowledged as well, like the hands and everything. I think that would definitely, that would be very great. That would be very great to see. Those would be very cool collaborations to see. So, movement direction.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
It's a new area that I'm like wanting to go down.
Yeah.
To be honest, I love to watch people dance as well as I love to dance, and
Same.
I love to like direct movement. And what I was saying about growing up not in a creative world, I'm just realizing there's so many different avenues in the creative space that I had no idea about before. So movement direction is one of them. I was really inspired by a movement director called Yagamoto. He's incredible. He's done incredible stuff. I went to Paris to work with him last year, and just seeing how he works and like what he gets to do, I thought that was really incredible, and I would love to like follow in his footsteps in that way. You'll probably be the first one I'll say it too.
Okay.
But like a long term creative direction as a whole, like I'm just putting together. I love to paint. Let's not judge off this.
I do. You know the thing? Like I'm so serious. I really love that. I really do.
Thank you.
Look at how.
No, but yours is cool. I like that. It's going to go up in my room.
Same. That's going up in my wall.
Cute. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're still like a baby in the movement direction and creative direction world, but I'm gonna start putting out a lot of work towards that.
You know, like it's a very broad branch. So which side of creative direction do you really want to hammer down, or are you right now just like agentless? You want to like move with the wind?
I'm still exploring, but I would say where I can add movement and fashion and dance together, so I think that kind of narrows me down to more of like videography. I think I'm better with videos than pictures. Like I don't think that's my personal bag, but if pictures can come, like pictures with movement, I think that's my niche. I think so I love videos. I've been into videography, and just mixing that with movement I think would be.
So movement direction for James Corbin.
Yeah.
How was that?
That was great. I met James through like a mutual friend, and we've like known each other for some years, and he called me being like, I have this performance, I would love for you to like dance and probably like help me with the choreography and stuff. And I was going to be away on the day, so I was like, oh, I can't dance, but like I'm an up and coming movement director, like I can do. And he was like, yeah, like definitely come. Got dancers, and I got
Did you recruit them? The dancers?
No, he did.
Okay.
But he also he was like, I have these dancers, what do you think? He like got me into the casting.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to work with people that he knew and was comfortable with, and I completely.
I love that.
Yeah. And so we got into the rehearsals, And I'm surprised at how naturally it came to me. Like, I think that's what I'm learning through this whole like creative journey. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of creative stuff actually come really naturally to me.
Yeah.
And it was a great process. It was great to work with him, and you could see like his confidence like
Yeah.
rise throughout the
Oh,
session.
that's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
so that's
beautiful.
something like with movement direction that I also want to help, because I
Yeah.
know a lot of people find dance very daunting and very like a lot of people are scared to dance.
You know something? I've recently noticed that, especially like I don't know how like outside you are right now, like even at the functions.
Really?
People don't like to dance at the functions, Timoni. Like this,
Yeah.
like I'm very passionate
Yeah.
about this because like I hate hystera. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Shake your yash.
Yeah,
like,
dance.
Dance.
But
Like
then I will say, as
Tell
a
me.
dancer, this is my number one pet peeve.
let me hear it. Let me hear
Oh my
it.
god. And also as a shy person, it doesn't help.
Okay.
When I go out with people, I'm not at work, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
People
having
think-
a good time.
People want you to entertain.
People want me to entertain, and people want me to like teach them, like, oh, there's this dance move, can you teach? And I'm like, well,
At the
actually in the
function.
middle of I'm like tipsy. Do you know what I mean? Like
At the function?
at the function.
No.
Or like when I go out with people that don't really dance and I do the bare minimum, people are like, whoa, and all this attention. And I just want to be in a room full of people who are dancing and then I can dance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily want to be doing a stage
the star
performance
of yeah.
in the
I
middle
hear
of
that.
the club.
I hear that. I just
Yeah.
want to. Do you know something? That's so real because I'm usually the one that's put at the center, and like usually I like attention. So like
Okay.
sometimes but some
Yeah.
other times like I want to bounce off energy.
Energy, yeah. Like I want to like someone is dancing, I start, and then oh no,
And-
and I'm like,
If I were you, I would hit them with the. I get paid for that.
we're not doing it for free.
We're not doing it for free.
But it's not even about the for free bit. I think
Yeah.
because I get like the attention from stage performances,
Yeah,
I just don't really like. I don't need the attention in that moment.
yeah.
Or it gives me anxiety to be like, okay, I have to come up with something that is going to impress these people. Like,
Does
it's
your
just a
mom
lot.
like do like? Okay, see my daughter. She's a dancer. Go and dance for us.
yeah. Or like my sister, like my
Oh, no.
sister's birthday quite recently.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone is like, dude. And then when I say no, people think I'm like fronting. Like people think I want them to beg me. I actually don't like. I'd
I
rather
mean it. I'm so
I'll
serious.
be in the corner and I'll hype everybody up. But then it got to a point where I felt more comfortable to
Yeah.
do that, and she was like happy and stuff. At my mom's party, she wanted
They just
me
want to show you off.
teach her dance. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
It is cute, actually. It's
This is my
cute.
sister Timoni. She's a dancer. Dance for them.
Exactly.
You danced for Christina Aguilera.
Oh yes.
That's how we're gonna end the show. Imagine me forgetting to ask you that. I would have been so angry. That's a big one, babe.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it, please.
Yeah, so it was part of the Joy Awards, which is
Mhm.
like Saudi's like Grammys,
Look at you going to
everything
Saudi.
mixed in together. Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
Dance is starting to take me places that like I would not
Amazing.
go otherwise. And
Yeah.
it was really nice.
Yeah.
And so we were like the dancers for the whole award show, and then I found out in rehearsals that I'd been like picked to dance with Christina Aguilera, and that was crazy because I loved burlesque as a child.
Mhm.
Not child. I wasn't watching it as a child.
When I was younger.
When I was younger, let's say like teens,
Yeah.
like mid to late teens, and it was just so crazy to be in the room with her. Like a lot of things go, you don't really meet the artist till like last minute, especially if you're not in their camp, let's say. We first rehearsed with her at the dress rehearsal, which was a couple days before the show. Then we had another rehearsal the next day in a more like close setting with her, and it was cool. Like she's a boss. Yeah, like I didn't really interact with her much,
Yeah.
but just being in the room and like no, what I would say, being side of stage,
Mhm.
her mic was on and she can.
That's her
sing.
for real. You know the thing.
Oh
I
my
hate-
god!
I hate when I understand why there's the whole thing about is this person lip syncing, is they not? But like there's some artists where it's like, come on,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. No, like I was really like. And I knew she can sing. I didn't think she was lip syncing, but I was taken aback by
Yeah.
how good she sounded. Like that
It
was. I think it was a moment. Just like there's been a few performances
Yeah.
that like I'm on side of the stage, either in tears or like just like
What the heck?
What the heck? Yeah,
That must have been great.
it was really cool.
Ah, that's good for you. I'm so happy for you. I just
Thank
love
you.
seeing like creative shine. I love seeing talented people shine, and I know that like the next time we'll probably have another conversation. It'll be like, girl, what have you been doing since then?
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
literally.
Same. It was lovely to meet you.
Oh, it was
thank
so
you
lovely.
for having me.
Oh, thank you for doing this. Oh, this has been great. We finally did it, guys.
We did it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing this.
No,
with
thank you
me.
for having me. This has been so cool.
This has been so cool.
so cool.
Let's show them the work though.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is mine.
Yeah.
You wanna show?
I don't know if we were waiting or.
No.
And then this is mine.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have this. And then,
Yay.
oh, thank you
It
so
matches
much.
my jacket as well, kind
Slay.
of.
Kind of. Will you sign mine?
Yeah.
Okay,
Will you
cool.
sign mine?
I will.
Let's do
Let me
it.
see if I have a pen. If not, we'll just use the pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have them. Yes.
Where's the top? Where's the bottom? Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited to see you at Remana. I'm going to be like, oh my god, Timoni!
Thank you.
Because I've never seen you perform before.
Apparently,
So what are you doing after this?
I actually have date night. My boyfriend.
How long have you guys been together?
Over 2 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah, coming up to 2.5.
Ooh. Do you know, like, it was so funny. Like, someone recently made me blush, and I literally told him, I was like, why are you being disgusting?
Yeah, literally, it's so
Like, you're
gross.
disgusting. Stop
So
that right now.
gross.
Stop.
So gross. Oh,
Yeah.
I want to hear more about.